let's try this. The old slant board. Y'all might have some of this. So let's
I'll
start.
give it a track. Tell me what.
So you're going uphill. We're going 1 foot, 4 foot only. Shoes got to be off on this one. All right. And so let's get you got an object. Where's that little ball at? Let's go around the back and under the leg. The key is, this is a starting point. So the key is I want you on the 4 foot and I want the toes to create the balance. I don't want the entire foot in this particular situation to create the balance. I want to line the toes so they have to learn to work together. Yep. Now come up. Stand up. All toes, no heels. Yep. Whoa. Oh, yeah.
And now what do I do?
Push that big toe into the ground. You want to go around your back like kind of like a basketball. And under that other leg. Yeah. It's a booger bear.
That's what's called a booger bear?
I call it a booger bear because it looks a lot harder than it. Some people get on there pretty good the first time. Now, we jump on these, though. So what I couldn't bring 2 in the airport right now, but I was putting up. Yes, dude, I'll barely make it through that. So we'd get 2 of these, and we jump from one to the other. So I'll show you how we jump, because the thing about stability in sport, it needs to be split second. They don't have time to say, whoa, whoa. Like, it's touch the ground, get off. So I don't use squishy objects with them. I would do squishy objects, but I wouldn't do it with an athlete, because I don't want his brain to think in his mind that he has a split second to gather himself on a side push. Yeah. He has to understand, like, it's touch and go. We got to get the stability right away. First thing, though, we have to align the toes. So we got to make sure the toes, see that big toe want to come up? Push it into the ground and drive the heel up. Okay. The toes are going to be in control from now on. Push up higher. Yeah. Test it out. You never know. You might have a higher range. That means less time for you to get off the ground.
So am I just trying to balance and then start, or like?
Yeah. You could, as soon as you get on and you got the other foot, start going around your back. Yeah.
Okay.
That's just to add in a proprioceptive quality. Yeah. Focus on your feet. What is the big toe doing? What is the last toe doing? What is the pinky doing? Yeah. Make your adjustments through there.
Trying to keep the heel kind of high.
That's right. Yes. See, even step off for a second. When I get a sprinter, I know I've dropped 2 guys times. This might be some of that stuff you don't want to tell people in public for competition purposes. I never worry too much about like form at first, because we'll have to like dissect that over time, right? Yeah. The way I can drop a time real fast, like in a week, and I've dropped people 3/10, 4/10 of a second. I'm not lying, in a week. Is I just cut the amount of, we were talking about the shin angles earlier, I cut the amount of angle time from the heel to the ground. So if they're taught, most of them are taught to dorsiflex, right? So they're going here and they're coming down and striking ground like this. Well, how much room do I have between my heel and the ground? Not much, right? I'm right there, right? So if I hit here, I have to try to recreate that course to 0.15, which in running, it'll be way faster than that. And I have to hit from here, push all the way through the toes to get off the ground, right? What if I can do the same thing from here? And then build from there. Build my foot to be stronger in this position than it was in this position. I just reduce half the range per step. In a 100-meter dash, that's serious. That's serious. So literally, I've dropped 2 kids. I got one right now. It's probably going to be at a D1 here pretty soon. They call him the Russian Rocket. That dude was a JV runner, and he had the #1 400 time in the country in indoor season for about a month. Country. So it's just manipulation. So if you know these little tricks of trade, just look at the angle. What your strongest angles are 45-degree angles. We are comfortable there. That's where we want to be at. When you start getting down to a 90, that's where it's like, man, the wider my bench gets, the harder it is to, and we need that manipulation, but it's hard out here. When we bring that thing in here, oh yeah, I'm gonna play with you, right? But that's what happens. So with athletes, we got to keep them as close to these 45-degree margins as possible and reduce the time. That's the key. It's all about, that's what 0.15 stands for. That's the transition time period. After 0.15, you lose power. So if they can't transfer the force in 0.15 tenths of a second, they're going to lose power.
And so even when the guy has his heel, he's striking with his heel higher, I'd imagine the heel,
he's going to go down.
The heel's still going down, but it's not going down all the way to the ground. Right. Probably just super close to the ground.
That's right.
Yeah.
So and with some of my guys, they went from like here to here. You guys, the step by step, that's huge. You see what I mean? Because remember the science is 0.15 or less, you're gaining power. So the more you reduce that, so think about this, 2 fastest ground times in track and field of all times. And if I'm wrong, somebody correct me, but Usain Bolt, 0.08 tenths of a second. That's what like a size 15 shoe. That's on the ground and off the ground. That's not transition time. Flojo, fastest.
Really?
0.07. Who's broke that record? That record's been around since 1986. Oh, he might. I don't know. I haven't recently. I mean, this is what yeah. I'm not totally sure I can check. And maybe, in the last couple of years, but this is what I've had over the last 9 years. Those were the times. I haven't seen any new data. But yeah, but still, dude, I mean, seriously. And nobody's getting close to that Bolt record. It's like we had this time period where people looked like they were getting, and then all of a sudden we went backwards. It's so weird, And it's like the mile guy. Who's that? The guy who ran the 4-minute banner? Yeah. It's like after he broke it, everybody, and after Tiger Woods was crushing it, everybody stepped up. But you don't see that in running. It's like the girls are getting a little closer. The girls are getting a little closer. But the guys, and I don't care if they're juicing or not. I mean, dude, the juice has got to be better now than it was then. Like you're not getting close. Dude, that's insane. So it's the properties. We still have to look at the properties when we're doing these things. Principles are bigger than techniques. These are great. But if you don't have the microscience in between, these are asinine because you're not going to know how to convert it anyway. You're not going to know how to take it to a jiu-jitsu mat and then utilize it. You're not going to know how to take it to a baseball field or a football field and utilize it. So who cares if you can stand on a platform? You don't know what 0.15 even means. Let's try it. Everybody get a try? Jump it one time, and then I'm going to move you real fast to these pipes because this is a real good fascia rollout. Y'all might like this. I heard you talking about stretching earlier. You might feel something here.
So it's just, you just here?
Uh-huh.
And just balance?
Uh-huh. And then around the back, 7 to 10 times is cool. Try to keep all of this in alignment and be able to play with yourself. See, you guys are fighters, right? So I need to manipulate different angles and still be able to stay on my toes. So I need to be good down here. There's no perfect position. I don't want, 40, 45, like, you're going to wrestle, dude. You're wrestling. Wrestlers, right? So, I want you here and get some here and then get here and get some here and get quarter, half, full from there. Manipulate the points. Turn the foot in. Turn the foot out. Turn that way. Face that way. That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. Oh, yeah. Work it. Keep that heel up, too. Beautiful.
Low.
Yep. Okay. I like it. Play around with it. Get that heel up. Play around with it. Hey. Play around with it, baby. And it's just, I like that.
Specific angle, you said?
So,
This
yeah,
right here?
so let's go this way. So this is just straight ahead, but you can turn. You can go a everted position or you can go an slew-footed or inverse. So those positions are important. You want to supinate, you want to pronate the hip socket anytime you can because you're going to be there in sport. So there's no perfect position, you know what I mean? Like you could take this, you don't have to listen to me 100% because you know where you're at in jiu-jitsu. So where's the foot at? Can you feel that on the court? Okay, I felt this, it felt a little funny. Let's get that position, let's work it. Let's work it up and down. Beautiful, dude. I love that struggle. I love that struggle.
You have people telling you that they feel lighter when they do something?
Yes. And my athletes, when they leave, that's the big one. They say like, man, dude, when I stop doing this stuff. And I'm like, why the hell you stop doing it? Just get a slant board from Amazon. Like do it, do something, you know what I mean? Don't stop doing it. Yeah, go that's one, but this is the one. Let me show you this real quick. These things went.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Okay. Try it out.
Do you have the Mr. Infinity one?
Yeah. So I got this. This is actually the Marinovich's actual product. What I did was took the measurements and just had a welder do it. Yeah. So try it out. So this is the high one. I hate to put you. No, I'm not gonna put you. I ain't gonna do you like that.
So the higher it goes.
Oh, it's hard. Yeah.
Documentary, I think it's on Todd Marinovich.
The Marinovich product. You're.
I feel dumb that I don't know
Yeah.
who Marinovich is. Who's Marinovich?
So
He was a football player. He played for the Raiders.
got drafted first round over Brett Favre.
Yeah, he won the Heisman Trophy. But when he was
my
young,
gosh.
he told his dad that he wanted to be a quarterback, and his dad was a coach.
Okay.
And
Push
his
to the
dad like
toes.
really want to do this.
You see how the
And
ligaments.
so
Look at
he's
this.
like, all right,
You see how the ligaments are pushing. You see how they're pushing out.
Sports Illustrated was.
Look at
he
that
had this young
engagement.
Kid
Look at that.
15, 16 years old.
It's beautiful.
Never had ice cream. Never had cookies.
Balance is something I definitely need to be working on.
Yeah.
But it's don't know. One day all of a sudden couldn't stand up straight.
From like I do jujitsu, but it's like very new. But I've been running. More what I care about is like 400 meter and faster. So like that's my primary thing. I'm just
Ends up being kind of
not fast. Yeah. So
Okay,
that's,
I got you.
as
Yeah, yeah.
can probably see,
So this is important for you, but you have good.
yeah, couldn't handle.
The fight in your ankle there is unbelievable. That's you want to take this in the running. We got to work that downhill now. That's beautiful.
yeah.
See,
So-
you want to get something different there.
So basically, what you're saying is like get more stability and strength.
Every position,
Yeah, especially if this ankle is going through. It's like I can push, but it's not.
accelerating through a point.
Yeah.
Good job, big boy. That's a pretty damn good job.
Bands and a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So those outside toe problems y'all are having, I'll give a try this real quick, just quick second. Let's get on and let's go inside there. So now you have responsibility now on the outside of the foot. Mm-hmm.
Coiling.
Yeah.
Functional patterns.
Yeah.
That's stuff he works on.
Yeah. So I'm cool with a lot of the go-to guys. I don't do their system because I trained every property and I trained it explosively. But I agree, there are better points. Like, their points are very good. I love it. One of my best friends on IG is a go-to guy. Was with him like 15 years. So we share a lot of stuff. He's never reached out to me, man. It's crazy because I had a guy from Korea come down here, stay with me 2 weeks, and he basically does Korean Goda. Yeah, but he's going to do Korean Power Plus too. But he came down and did Korean Go. Went to them for a week, and he came back to me and finished out. He spent probably 2.5 weeks with me.
Good counterbalance.
But he was talking about like we were sharing some of the ideas, and he was saying, yeah, y'all are very similar. It's just you're more on the neurological side, and they're more on. They really focus hard on the positioning.
Yeah.
So, but I do too.
On the
It's
bows and
just
the
look at that
corners.
pop. Yeah.
See it popping right
But it's just a 4-foot game. You know, you get to 4 foot, like
Look at that
if
thing.
you're already practicing that, and then you come in with the explosive qualities.
Yeah.
Now I'm telling you, you're gonna feel like you're on the floor. You know, it's just like an offensive lineman. Like people always talk about D line and offensive line, but nobody cares.
As soon as I go to flex my toes.
If you're the last out, your helmet is the last across that ball. Nobody cares.
Flat-footed, not that bad.
You only get this. You go look at Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa, dude, he looks like a ballerina, literally. When he pushes through his inversion point, the foot is pointing back like a ballerina, and then he swivels the ground like a track runner.
290
So
pounds.
he goes here at 209.
8%
He goes
body
here
fat.
and drags 1 inch from the ground through the first 3 steps.
And
Micah
he's a
Parsons,
monster.
why he only has 12 sacks, it's because he does this. He rolls over
Okay.
on his first 3 steps, reduces his range,
This
and
side's
reduces
way
his time,
easier.
and maximizes time. He has more time per push. Nick Bosa's doing what track runners do. So I talked to a guy for the Texans. He's supposed to get some work with me next year, and he was a 2nd-round draft pick, Garrard, I believe, for the Texans.
Yeah.
Been hurt, lower limb injuries. And he came in one day, dude, his foot was as slick as a doggone sheet on the bed. Just slick, no veins, no nothing. 6'4", huge, feet slick, right? So we go through some things, and we were talking about things like, man, you're so right on that. Now, I just grabbed this off tape. I started like, why wouldn't we do the same thing that track runners do? Because they're the best starters in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even in a jiu-jitsu position, if you push through and force through low, you're going to get more dynamic. You're going to get more dynamic, but you get more range through push. If I roll over a little bit, it takes away that.
Yeah.
So like the drive factor. So once you get your foot in these positions, man, it's a brilliant. I'm going to show you this jump rope. It's going to change your life real
Okay.
here. I want everybody to do it real quick. Coach, that's pretty darn going good, man.
Are you pretty aggressive? I've never seen you like,
Yeah, that's pretty darn going
start
good.
standing compete, but
Felt
do
really
you
good.
go
I,
after like try to take down?
You can
Completely
feel it up
smashed
your
it.
fascial chain to
Start,
stimulate.
like, feel things
So you
up.
start feeling just all the way up your ass and all the way up.
Yeah, I felt
It's
right through my
beautiful.
stomach.
Yeah.
I was running the other day, and I landed on an acorn. My foot went this way,
Uh-huh.
and it went whoosh, like that. And I was like, I thought it was, you know, you said with the athlete, I thought I was like fucked
Done.
to cut extra steps, and I'm like, oh, I'm okay. Because of a lot of the barefoot training and some of the stuff we've been doing.
That's right.
Otherwise, I think I would have been a goner. I think
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
been a 6 week.
I totally am in agreement with that.
Yeah, what?
Train like
That we just don't, man. Like all those rolled ankles, those are timing flaws. Rolled ankles are timing flaws. So when you think about it, like that wouldn't happen with your wrist because you use your wrist every day. You know what I mean? Like you never go, oh shoot. Like you know what I mean? You might grab some weight that's heavy and like, strain a ligament or something.
Yeah.
But you ain't in a stable position, a push-up position, you're not rolling no wrist. That's a hinge joint. So why does the ankle roll so much? You see what I mean? Let me show you this. This is money right here. Let me show you this real quick. I want to go first. So when you're going to jump, you want to project through the 3 points of extension, right? And we want that snap. And I want it from the foot. So when we're pushing out of that, I'm having trouble jumping.
Yeah, I got you.
When we're pushing out of that, you want to snap this knee
Stand.
and the ankle like a ballerina. So I want to see this. Woo!
Okay.
You see what I mean? On every jump.
Yeah.
Like it's max output. So you're not too worried about, I want every time I push off the ground, it's ankle. You see what I mean? Every time.
And
this is
a lot of knee bend or just
no, it's fire.
Just
that
like
ground's
right.
on fire.
Like this?
As soon as you touch it, but as high as you can get. Higher. Yep, higher. Yep, feet in and higher. Turn your feet out. Higher. Point your toes down more. You gotta curl the toes. High as you can get. Go. Up. Side to side. Big jumps though. Big jumps. Higher. Kill. Yeah, that's not bad.
Nice.
Get on your toes,
Thanks.
brother. Great on you.
So you want us to like even curl the toes down there?
Like a wrist. Absolutely. Yep. Full range, just like the test I did on you. Hot off the ground. Yeah. Touch it. You got 2 more inches in you. Maybe 4. Oh, yeah. Lock through the knee. Yeah. And the toes. Good job. Feet out. Good. Feet in. Side to side, feet out. Big pushes. Side to side, feet in.
Nice.
Good. Forward and back, feet in. Big jump stuff. Yeah. Down the middle. Big jump. Give me everything you got. Straight down the middle. Lock that right leg out a little bit more. Kill. Beautiful. That right leg points out a little bit as you're going, but that's okay. That's okay. See, those positions have to be. You have to clean those up and drill because that's a ball and socket joint.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So those things you're doing are very good, and then you need to put a speed fragment of that too, so when you get in action, you don't go back to your old habits.
Essentially, how you have a jumping and like.
Yeah, in, out. Yeah. You got to get every angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it puts it on steroids. Ready? Go. Max. Touch that bar up there. Beautiful. Yeah. You go up and jump rope though. Relax your. You get some height. I'm about to get you there, man.
I was like, okay, good.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Point hard. Yeah, like a wrist. Beautiful. Side to side. Keep them down too. Keep the stretch on them the whole time. Yeah, don't curl back. Yeah, forward and back. Yep. Feet out, forward and back. Beautiful. Feet in, forward and back. Now draw an X. Big ol' X. Get up though. Quarter X. Little bitty one. Feet in, quarter X. Feet out, quick kill. That's a hell of a, hey, money. Man. Money, man. Come on, man. I'm trying to get some money, man.
You gotta work on your hinge.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah. The variation is very important. Like mixing this stuff up. You can create your own style. Do 4 square, do all kind of crap. But as soon as the potential starts, you got to start feeling your body.
Yeah.
So you getting that hang time, the first couple, and then you get to that third or fourth, and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm up here. Keep that. As long as possible and cut
I
it.
saw him.
Cut
It was like his 3rd or 4th jump where, the side jumpers, those African guys that are like.
Oh, yeah.
But
I
they
get
do
those
this
clips
like
sent to me every day.
they do this like that, and he did it. Like, 3rd or 4th,
Yeah.
It was like
A
tension
different
to the
snap.
body,
Yeah. So that's something he should be able to do every jump.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's what we're
wondering.
trying to get him. Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you can start progressing squat jumps like that. Go dumbbells and boom, get off the ground like that.
Yeah.
And then you go quarter, you go halves, you go fulls. So you don't have, unless y'all want to buy a cat, then you really can get busy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, take it in your gym, man.
Yeah.
Take it in your gym. Ready? Yep. Get up, coach. Let's go, baby. I need to go, Andrew. Good point. Beautiful. Exactly like got to move. Just relax. Everything. Good job. Side to side. Feet in, side to side. Beautiful. Get off the ground quicker. Forward and back.
Nice.
Feet out now. Feet out down the middle. Feet out down the middle. No heels. Down the middle. Straight down the middle. One spot. Straight up and down. Good job. Feet out. Feet in. Feet out. Down the middle. Short, quick. Kill. I just throw that in there. That's good. I like that. Good rhythm, bro. Coach. Good job. Good.
Interesting.
Okay. So that's how we progress jump rope. So before they're doing all this other stuff, if they can't point transition fast enough in this, I know they're not ready for a box. I know that. So, and then even in box, an 18 works wonders. You can do more with an 18 than you can when you start stacking up all this stuff, because then it gets ego gets involved. You see what I mean? So I always tell them, see, y'all don't hear me on the clips when they're jumping those high hurdles and stuff. I'm like, get the ego out of it. You know what I mean? What that means is quit loading up. You know what I mean? Like, trust the science. Touch the ground high and get up.
When you say high, are you speaking, is that relative? Like, I mean, I'll do the hurdles, but they're on the lowest setting. But is
Yeah.
that still too high? Or has it been how I'm jumping?
And it'll depend. And that's a good question. We're talking about, like, if I did a progressive hurdle jump where I had hurdle, and they're getting higher and higher and higher.
Yeah.
A lot of times what happens is the first couple, they hit it perfect. They hit it like this. Yeah. But then it's,
Somebody float, right?
Uh-huh.
And not only bring their knees up to their chest, right?
so that's why I say that 18 works wonders. Because I can just throw this, get the 18 real quick. Yeah, I'll show you. See, it's not jumping on the box. It's falling off. That's the key.
Yeah.
That's the key. It's the amount of time it takes you once you touch the ground to get up. So if I can jump here and it's 0.5, 0.2, 0.8, that's what you want.
Do you have one of those just jump mats? You play with those? It's literally like a black square that all it does is just measure. I don't know if it does ground. I figured.
Actually, I was supposed to have a business meeting about that because we want to start incorporating analytics into what we're doing so people can say, oh, shit, yeah, that is
So it
working.
gives you like the ground contact, huh?
I don't.
One of them does.
Yeah.
But there's a machine reader that does it too.
Want me to basically just jump down from there?
Yeah, so let's get right here on the front, okay? And so you'll jump up, stand on it 1st. And so face that way. Oh, I'm sorry, face me, sorry.
Face towards.
So you're gonna fall backwards. Hit your toes. As soon as you hit, back up onto the box. Okay, but don't load up. So your heels can't touch. Let me, can somebody hold this real quick? Because I want to watch. But I want y'all to, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, we'll take turns so everybody can watch too.
What if I do it maybe up against the wall?
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Smart, coach. Good. All right, now you face the wall. Good. Now we can all watch. Boom. So I can make the adjustment. I want you to see this. So you're on. You're just going to fall down. As soon as you hit the ground, you're back on the box. Yeah, see all that time? You see that?
Yeah.
That's what we want to get rid of. You see all that time in between?
Minimize ground
So his eccentric, his eccentric is too slow. See that?
Yeah.
Too slow. See what I mean? So this is where we transfer from lifter to pliable. We got to take his absolute strength and create pliability. That's no pliability. It's too slow. Yeah, so anything after 0.15 is too slow. That's definitely, that freeze, you see a freeze, it ain't 0.15. I guarantee you that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, quicker. Yeah, quicker than that, too. Yeah. Good. Even quicker than that. Kill, you can go up. You're going to go up in a second.
Do you want us to spend time on the
Beautiful.
box or just hop off, or just?
I would like a rhythm. So usually what we do, we start trading feet. But first day, I don't really care so much. But over time, I want some rhythm. But still, this doesn't matter.
It's hard.
It's all about the falling down.
You'll get up. You'll feel
Yeah.
So like you can't balance, and you kind of have to like. That's not. Yeah.
Yeah, so don't worry about that so much. Worry about the fall. We probably can go up a little bit height. I think that's a 12-inch box. It's not 18. Get that 6 right. That's what I want. Yeah. Stop. Yeah. Because I don't want you to waste time. Here, go again. We need to go on this. Keep that right there. No, keep that. I'll keep this here. That's about 12 inches. I want 18. So. Yeah.
It's squishy, and all of a sudden you're like trying to.
That's solid
That'll
too.
be better.
Yeah. Let's try that one out. If you take the worlds together, you're gonna be in business. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Jumped off.
And relax, coming in. Touch and get off. Touch, get off. Quick. On the toes. Quick. Yep. Good. Good. Hold that Achilles and get it off. Kill. I like it. I like it. Not bad first day. That thing's got to look like a blink. Literally.
Senior athletes do it.
Oh yeah, it's got to look like a blink over time. Literally. I don't even, and sometimes I do it. I say no sound. Ooh. Now that's where we start fine tuning things. Yeah. So they can't. That's pretty good. That's a good sound. It just sounds sticky. You know you're hitting it right. Yours was dense. Quicker. You got it. You got it. Just get off quicker. Yeah. Yeah. Get off quicker.
Nice.
Yeah. Get off quicker. Real quick. Don't let those heels touch. Yeah. Keep it higher. Don't let the heels touch. Kills. It's close. Heels are depreciating a little bit too much. So you're holding heels, but you're too static in the position. So
when
you have to
say
learn how
too
to
static,
relax.
what does that
So
mean?
that's a great question. Look at this. Let me show you this real quick. So when I'm coming off of this, right, he's a 3 in dorsiflexion, remember? But is that absolute strength or is that pliable strength? That's where we know what functionality really is. You see what I mean? So if you're coming here and you're going 1,000, 2, 1,000, up, but you're not touching your heels, he's still better. Because he's converting the force faster, even though his heels are basically touching the ground.
Got it.
So you got to blend the worlds. You got to do what he's doing, and he's got to do what you're doing. But it takes relaxation too. So that's the hard part. This is where it gets tricky because you can have the strength and the speed and not have the relaxation. So you don't know where that point is. So that's why working on there is very important. So you can start understanding this is my new 45-degree angle, and this is where I'm going to play with it every single day, and this is where I'm at. And then you start feeling it when you're jumping, like, oh, I went too far.
Yeah.
And you know to cut the drill.
Okay.
See, it's a spiritual thing, dude. It's a feeling thing.
Got it.
You know?
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Really
Yeah. 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 So these are little tricks of the trade.
Now you're getting addicted to it.
Yeah. Good stretch. Good stretch and pop. Yes. The less time you have, the less chance you have for tearing something. You see what I mean? When it's super quick like this, even if they fall in a higher box, kill. Beautiful. 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 And you can take this component a lot of different ways. Let me show you touch value real quick. I know
injury happens because the person can't handle the eccentric of what they're doing partially.
I think that's can be one way.
Because for me to fall down from there
It's hard.
and to recruit everything to jump back up,
It's not.
I just haven't done anything like that in a long time. I'm sure that these guys maybe haven't done anything like that either, but I don't have that same
Absolute
spring.
engagement, of course, is there because you are strong, right? But the neurological is not, and your body's like, "What in the hell are we doing today?" I can't convert that. You see what I mean? And yes, I do. I think that's a large reason why you're seeing so many of these. I mean, dude, think about this. Go to a 7-year-old, 8-year-old track meet. How many hamstring injuries you gonna see? How many hamstring injuries you gonna see at an 8-year-old track meet? None. Exactly. They playing out there with butterfly. Hey, go come on the 100, Johnny. Right? And then you got the athletes that are in the best physical shape you could think of. They look great, muscular. Every meet, 5 guys sitting around there with wraps, hurt, and nobody's touching them. I can see if you wrapping me up, and nobody's touching them. That's not weird. That's weird to me. If you see a lion go chase a gazelle and pull up, you're gonna be like, "What in the?" You like, what? That's weird to me. Yeah. You know. And so, if you don't put the athlete in his environment enough, yeah, you become docile. Yeah. You become a weak cat. I got a lion that ain't lioning. Right? And the rehabs too. The rehabs are too slow. I've been telling people that for years. Get those athletes to the pool where they can get. Next time I come out here,
I saw videos of that.
we're gonna get in the pool. Next time I come out here, we'll get in the pool. You got to incorporate that. You got to. I mean, dude, it's so good. Listen, let me tell you a story. Like I was out there in Hawaii with Gary. Not this May, the May before.
What again?
No, Gary Marinovich, Mars' brother. That's who's taught me. And we had a stream. The Wyans train as a culture. They train as a group. So everybody from the town comes in. It's really cool. Yeah. And this is a small town. And they had this one guy who's had a walker. Been on a walker for like 8 years, but he always goes to the BJ Penn gym and works out. And so we were using the Penn gym because, Gary was BJ's trainer. Yeah. They get him in the water. He couldn't do much else, but they get him in the water. Day 1 goes by. They'll do a little bit. Day 2 goes by. A week and a half goes by. This guy's walking to the gym with no walker. Leaves the gym for 2 weeks, goes on a vacation, comes back, he's back in the walker. Can't stand up. Gets back in the water. And when I was there, he was walking again. They was like, that guy wasn't walking 2 weeks ago. And so my tennis athlete, his mom, when she saw what I was doing, she was already on board. She had worked with another guy who kind of worked under Marinovich's, and she saw I was doing it kind of to a different level, but the water work was more frequent with me, you see? And I don't believe adding resistance in the water. Water is about you becoming the water. Because if you fight water, it's going to kick your ass. I swear to you. That hour is going to seem like an hour from hell. I guarantee you cannot fight water. You have to learn how to adapt in it. And that's the beauty of that sport. Somebody's grappling you up. You're racing somebody. You adapt. You relax. The guys who relax the best, they're the best athletes. Bolt's looking back at people. Bolt took a baton one time, took it in the Olympics, ran, switched hands, and I said, are you kidding me?
Risky.
Are you kidding me? Dude switched hands like a running back. The amount of relaxation that guy is going through. You know what I mean? Not saying that if you that relaxed, you're going to just beat him, but dude, still, you're not breaking world records if you don't have that kind of relaxation. That's the difference. He may beat the field, but he may not be crushing a 9.5. This is generational stuff we're talking about here. So why are these guys, Ken Griffey Jr., why are these guys so relaxed? The best ones. It's like they could sleep in their sport. You know, and I think water's necessary. I think getting that water and transferring that over is so necessary. Doesn't take a lot of time.